Welcome to the channel, guys. Welcome to the hair experience. What we talk about here is getting hair back on your head. We talk about everything that has to do with hair, and coming from not having any hair to having a head full of hair. So that's what I'm here to help with. Hair by MHE is alive. We are selling units, and we are grateful for the business, guys. Thank you very much. We've got My Hair Experience has all the knowledge and tools and videos, along with the YouTube videos and the ebooks, teach you how to do it all. That's at My Hair Experience. Starter kit's there as well. If you order your hair from somewhere else, that'll help you out quite a bit. I'm winded. I have no idea why. I just went up the stairs and now I'm winded all of a sudden. Probably need to quit smoking. That's probably a good idea. But what I'm going over today is, oh yeah, subscribe below. That's super important to this guy. It really is. It means an awful lot to me, and I like to keep making these videos and helping people how I can. I want to go over my first few weeks of wearing hair and what was important to me and what really mattered at the time. Like, I just watched my first 10 or 15 videos basically and just went through them and kind of picked out the key points of real problems and stuff like that that really mattered to me. So I've got a list here. I'm just going to kind of go over them a little bit. Guys, without the knowledge, you have to have the knowledge. Without the knowledge, this possibly might not work for you, because it'll come with anxiety and fear and things like that, and we don't want to go into this with that problem already there. We want to go into this with the most knowledge we can have so that our experience is the best that we can have. When I first went, I got screwed, guys. I got screwed at a salon. It cost me, I think it was like $600 for the unit and the installation. I got no products. I got no knowledge. I got nothing. I basically got a monofilament unit, which I'll never sell to anybody ever. I got a monofilament system taped to my head and basically a kick in the butt saying, "Have a nice day. Thank you for the money." No help. Nobody wanted to tell me how to do anything, take care of it, none of that. And that's not how this works, guys. They want you dependent on them. That sucks. That's crap. Now, if you go to a salon and you're happy with your salon and your people treat you good, that's fantastic. But I didn't get that treatment. I don't know, man. It sucked. It was terrible. And if you do try salons the first go around and you don't like the first one that you go to, try another one. Just go to another one and see if they can help you and see if they're nicer or if they have more knowledge or things like that. That's super important. If they just want to get you in, get your money and get you out, that's not how this works. It's not how it should ever work. Yeah, go to another place if you can find people to help you better and to do a better job. Guys, results are achievable. There is no hairstyle that is not obtainable doing this. There really isn't. So that's just something to consider. My first few days, and I talked about this multiple times, I felt like I had a baseball cap attached to my head. Like it was like I had a ball cap on and it was tight. It wasn't normal. It didn't feel normal at all. And about day 3, that totally faded away. And I didn't feel it again. The only time I ever felt it is when we did another reinstall, a total take off and cleaning and put back on, and I felt that for probably about an hour. When I first started putting glue on my head, it was a Ghost Bond product, and probably oily and nasty looking. I've been in the sun all day. I felt like it's extreme itching for probably 2 hours. It was like I had a major sun rash on my head. Like, you get that sun rash and you're like, oh, it won't stop. It won't just make it stop. Well, that went away and it never came back. So it wasn't that big of a deal. I was worried seriously about it falling off. And these are all the things you guys are going to think about when you go into this or you think about doing this. I was worried about it falling off, like in the bed or in the shower or going somewhere. Guys, I've done a video about every one of these key points on here. It's not going to fall off your head. It's really not. I've had a couple of people comment on my videos before talking about it blew off in the yard. Well, I don't know, sir or ma'am, or whatever you put it on with. I don't know, but it wasn't done right. It is not going to blow off of your head. It is not going to go anywhere. You know what I mean? That's just crazy talk. That's crazy talk. It ain't going to go nowhere. I stared in the mirror constantly. Like I would look, I would literally go to the bathroom just to go look in the mirror. It wasn't even like I had to do a drive-by on a mirror. I just literally would go to the mirror and look and check it. That's when you build up your own anxiety, because I don't care. You see me right now, there's problems. There's always a little something that you could nitpick to death and find a problem somewhere. You're gonna find it, and you guys see me on camera all the time, and when you see me, I can think in my head right now, I know I got a spot right over here in the corner that's coming up, but it's not really that big of a deal because the hair covers it. Really? Sorry. I was going to put my notes on my phone, but that didn't work out very well. I was going to try to go back through my videos or what have you, and it didn't work out that well. So, yeah, there's always a little something. Like even on the back of mine right now, I've got a little spot, a little edge corner that's coming up on the back. That's going to be common, and it's just par for the course. It's not even to be weird. It's just part of it. I was scared for people to see me to start with, and I'm a pretty confident guy. I was kind of, I was just standoffish. I was like, do I want people to see me or not, or what? And I didn't even know the people where I lived. We were kind of new to town, and there wasn't even really, I had like 3 or 4 friends. It wasn't anything. So I was kind of scared for what people were going to see and say and stuff like that. But week or two, that was totally gone. That didn't even matter. I went back through, and I didn't care what my friends thought, because this, I'll lead into this a little bit, but we were moving back to my hometown, and we lived away for about 3 or 4 years, and I was moving back to my hometown, and I didn't really care what my friends thought. I really didn't. I was concerned. I thought it was in the back of my mind, but I wanted me to be happy. You know what I mean? I wanted me to be happy. I wasn't worried about them being happy, and the hair didn't make me happy, but I always wanted it. It's like, you want to be skinny, you diet. Things like that. So it was like, if you want to look better, you wear better clothes. If you want to drive a nicer car, you work hard and you go buy a nicer car. That's all part of it. And I wanted hair. So I worked and figured out how to do hair. And that was basically what got me here today. But, I was worried about tomorrow. When I first started out, I'm kind of going, my ADD, you guys know I have ADD. I'm all over the place. But I was worried about tomorrow. Like, when I wake up, what's it going to be like? Is it going to be halfway on my head? Is it going to be halfway off of my head? Is it going to be perfect? Am I going to spend 2 hours fixing it? Blah, blah, blah. So that was another big thing. And none of that happened. I had spots coming up. You guys can go back and see my original videos. I had spots coming up, but it wasn't anything that was detrimental to changing whether or not if I was going to leave the house. So no big deal. You can always, if you have epic failure, let's say you have the whole front edge it's just nasty or something, and you don't have time to fix it, you can always throw a ball cap on and fix it that night. There's possibilities here. The hair doesn't grow out of our head, guys. So there is some work to do when it comes to wearing hair. There really is. Let's see. Yeah, day 3, my head felt totally normal. I felt better about it, but I was still checking it. Not as much in the mirror as I was before, but I did check it pretty regularly. And that really, the more you pick at it and the more you beat up on it, the less it's going to last you, if that makes any sense. If you're brushing it 100 times a day, or brushing it when it's wet and things like that with a tight brush, it's really going to wear on the unit. It's going to affect it. Another thing I learned was my hairline in the beginning of this was really straight, because the systems that I was getting were not that, sorry about that, guys, were not really that great. They were good, but they weren't great. So the hairline that was integrated into the system really wasn't all that. So that's what led me a lot on the search to have my own units, was I wanted that perfect hairline, or the best hairline I could get. And I really went back and revisited a lot of my photos as a child and a young man to find the pictures of how my God-given hairline was. That helped a lot. you're never going to look more natural than you did once before, if that makes sense. So that was a big deal too. We moved literally like 4 days after I had my first unit installed. We lived in Fort Lauderdale, and then we moved, which is, there's salons everywhere. There's freaking salons everywhere. And we moved back to my hometown, which is up near Pensacola in the Panhandle, near Mobile, Alabama. And there, I couldn't find one person to help me. Nowhere, no way. And that's what made me learn so quickly. And then we started making the videos, and it was like people had questions and they wanted to know more. So I started learning more and started giving all the information that I could. And that was really great. And that's what led us here today. But another thing, when I installed my first unit, I put my first unit on all by myself, or at the salon actually, with the girl who had never done it before, and we couldn't get it to stick. So what did I learn there? I learned that the products are shipped with a silicone on the hair, and sometimes it gets on the base, and you're not going to get any glue to stick to the base. We had to take that thing on and off 3 times to get it to stick to my head, because we didn't realize that we needed to wash it. And the product that I bought the hair from didn't bother to put a note in the box to tell me to make sure that I cleaned it thoroughly at the base. Didn't just wash the hair, that I cleaned the base with an isopropyl alcohol to make sure that it would stick to my head. When you buy a system from me, it comes with the exact directions inside of this beautiful box that you can see up here. I don't ship my stuff in a bag. I mean, if you're going to present greatness, you better present it good, right? Just saying. Yeah, that was a big deal. It wouldn't stick to my head, and man, that'll make your anxiety go through the roof. You don't. There's nobody there to help you fix it. You better figure it out on your own, and that's what got me here. So, guys, day 2 on, I was still happy. Day 1, I was super anxious. You can tell in that video I was just pissed off, like just didn't feel right. You get through that stuff. Once you get past month 1, you're still going to have obviously some learning curves, and that's why I make the videos for you guys. You're going to have some learning curves and things like that, but it's going to be like second nature come month 2, month 3. It's just going to be part of your life. Another thing I learned, the hair, the first couple 2-3 days before you really wash it and blow dry it and do anything with it, it was a pain to style. It just wouldn't take any style at all. It didn't want to, and that's pretty common. It's a processed hair, and it needs some training. It needs some cleaning, and it needs a little product in it to get a good style to hold. And you can tell that in my earlier videos, I really didn't have much style. It was just a really flat thing. It's what worked. But I had hair on my head. I was super happy. That's the information I got today, guys. I want you guys to feel normal in your hair. I want you to feel like this is me. This is how I am. And when people don't see it, it is you. So I make these videos to teach you guys how to make it where people don't even realize it's there. Guys, I'm wanting to change this game, and I'm wanting to change it big time. And it is to help us to have cost-effective options, to be able to do this in the privacy of our own home, and to not rely on other people to make this stuff work for us. So if you've got a little bit of extra time and you got all the products that I can give you and all the support I can give you, you can have your hair back. And that's going to be my next videos. You can have your hair back. So this is just a video today to go over the stuff that for my first couple of weeks, really was a big deal to me. And I'm just going back over these to make sure I didn't miss anything. Guys, don't get screwed. Check multiple salons, talk to people, ask about the product they're going to give you, ask what it is, what kind of hair it is, what can I do with it, what can I expect from it, how much is it going to cost long term. Ask all these questions so you get really, and if you like that salon, then stick with them if they're fair. So guys, I'm going to change this game. I'm going to change it big time. I want to get this out to the world. I want the knowledge out to the world. And if people buy from me, that's great. If they don't, that's great too. I want the knowledge to the world for guys to know that this is achievable and this is doable and it doesn't cost an awful lot of money. So that's what I got today, guys. hit that like button. Hit the like button. I like the like button. Don't hit the not like button, the dislike. Subscribe below, down in the corner, super important to me. And we're going to keep making videos and getting hair back on everybody's head. So I will see you guys in a couple days. And if you watched this long, thank you for watching. All right, guys.